Some things I can't talk about. I've had requests to talk about certain things, and I know that for a fact that I've been in situations where I can talk about it, but I don't know how to articulate it. But there's definitely some things that I can really talk about it, and as you can see, your best friend Gene. I always say that this is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. The slogan, right? But me, I'm all about being honest, and in this world that we're living in now, especially in this generation, being honest could come off as of too broad, and also too being too positive. It's not the wave. A little toxic, a little messy. Actually, a lot of it. That's what people cater to, right? And don't get me wrong, I understand it because in my end, I have watched some things, and even if it's scripted, I personally enjoy it. You know what I mean? Because it's just a little messy, something about a little messy, but so that I can really be honest with you about and talk about and bring up about my current life is keeping a positive energy. And what I mean is this. You see the title of the video. For you to get the things that you want, you have to keep a positive energy. You have to believe it. And a lot of that is going to have to go through isolating yourself from people, staying away from people. And believe me, we all, including myself, have people in our lives who are in the low vibration. Now, for some of you, you may not understand 100% being in a low vibration, high frequency, all this, right? But me personally, I've been living my life, and I believe in God, of course, but a lot of it too, I'm a spiritual person too. And where I'm going with this is this. A part of the spiritual journey I got and believe, I pray to God, a lot of it you have to take within its energy. And it's either you have positive energy, which I 100% believe in, and you have to believe in negative energy, because without negative energy, you don't know nothing about. You have to go through positive energy, whatever you get, whatever, you know what I mean. And there's certain things that you're gonna experience in life, in this world that we live in. We live in a world where you have to believe, and this is the part where it gets crazy, right? You'll have people in your life who not the best people. You come across people that are not the best people to be around, but they always get what they want because why? They believe, right? For some of us, and I said this, including myself, I've been in many situations where I needed to make ends meet, and it's not very easy. And when you continue to talk about it that you don't have, you continue to talk about why things are not working out for me. You talk about you think about the worst. It's gonna come to you 10 times worse. It's not gonna happen. Versus when you focus and you stay positive and you show gratitude and you're happy and just living day by day. Hey, you may need $100 to do something, right? You want to get a pair of sneakers, you want to get something, but you just have $10 in your pocket. If you just stay happy, you just stay focused, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get it. I don't know how it's gonna happen. Stop listening to people telling you how things is gonna be. Stop listening to people telling you that, it's not gonna work out for you because it ain't work out for them. You have to understand, we live in this world. We came from 2 different times, 2 different people. Your life is over there, my life is over here. Everybody has their own destination to where they're going. You're always gonna get what you want, at least you focus on yourself. Now let's talk about me. At some point in my life, I ain't gonna lie to you, I always manifest. I'm like, you know what, now I've bring this up too. I've not been able to get a big larger sum of money, right? I have not. in my life yet. And a lot of the things too, we talk things into us and we install it in us, not realizing that we're doing that. Let's say, for an example, for those of you who do play the lottery, or for some of you, who, you don't get no luck. You when you play it and you go, oh man, I always lose. You're telling yourself that you're a loser. You're not ever gonna win. But when you just play and you just have good energy, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna give you an example. It was one time, years ago, I needed some money to catch the train because I had to go to work. They didn't have the funds. I didn't know how I was gonna get it. What I did was, I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I got the train to go, but to come back, I'll figure it out. As I opened my bank app that following morning when I had to go to work, I was actually on my way to go to work. I opened the bank app, mind you, I didn't even have not even $10, right? I opened the app, I seen $100. Looked into it, didn't even know how it came. It just happened. Fast forward, before I got on the train after work, it was still there, the $100. Swipe it, what happened? It went through. Check came, I think I had direct deposit the next day. Guess what? I see how much I made. It was deducted out of what I had, right? So I thought I was gonna have an extra $100, right? Or $90, whatever it was, right? Come to find out, that $100 wasn't even there no more. It was just deducted out of what I got paid. And it's crazy because it's like, yo, when you think positive and positive thing happen, yo, it just happens for you. Many times where, I had to pay bills and I didn't know how I was gonna come and pay it off. It was one time that, I had to pay rent and I had a week left, less than a week. And I was down a few $100. Didn't really know how I was gonna pay the rent, to be honest with you. And I ain't gonna front y'all that whole 2 weeks I was kind of stressing, right? When was it? The day before the rent was due, or the 2 days before, I got on a call to do a gig and I'll get paid the same day. And on top of that, some projects that I had doing, I got money sent to me. And guess what? I was able to pay my rent a day or two before it was due. The rent was due. So it always happens for you. Something that somebody always said to me, he said to me a couple of times, my boy, when you're good and you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna be put in a situation where you don't know how it's gonna happen, but it'll come right on time when you need it. So he said, don't stress. And from then on, I actually really put that aside, you know what I mean? It was not even that long ago. And it was just something that, I carried on. And even at my age right now, still, we all worry. We all worry, but I got to the point now where it's more important to stay positive and to focus, and it's gonna happen. So one thing that you have to understand, always stay positive. Anything that you want is gonna come towards you, especially in this world. Now, we have some people, you may be highly, religious, and, but you have to understand too, for you to get what you want, you have to think positive, And don't get me wrong, I believe in God, I believe in God in everything. There's no buts, anything. At the same time, He wants you to believe in Him. You have to have the faith to believe in Him for it to happen. So in all actuality, anything that you want is gonna happen. It already happened. It's already happening for you, but you just have to stay positive. All right. So if this video resonate with you, I invite you guys to please like, share, subscribe to your best friend, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.